A new resident running into some evil is finally here, and I cannot wait to jump right into this prologue and break down my first impressions, because to be quite honest, I have been super mixed on this title during its marketing, but we will get into that. Right now, I just have to give a quick reminder to like and hype this video, and to check out any of my other first impressions or the more in-depth reviews that I do. With that out the way, let's get into some Resident Evil Requiem. So we start off at the FBI. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Very dramatic. We are quickly introduced to our new leading lady, Grace Ashcroft, the daughter of Alyssa Ashcroft from the Outbreak games, which is super cool to see those titles getting some love and attention. Anyway, Grace is asked to investigate a recent crime scene linked to a string of recent murders. The crime scene happens to be an old abandoned hotel though, the Wrenwood Hotel.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Wrenwood Hotel. Look, I know that's where your mother was murdered. And I know it'll be upsetting for you. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Confront that fear head on. Grace, I won't force you to go. But do you think you can do this for me?
Now, this is the first sign of something that I find really interesting with our new lead here. This frozen deer in the headlights kind of behaviour she exhibits is pretty fantastic in my opinion. It'll be something more I get into very soon, but I really get the hint that they are showing a realistic portrayal of what an actual civilian would behave like under a traditional Resident Evil scenario. They tried this already with Ethan, but he just turned out to be a goddamn idiot. I never bought that he was actually scared. With Grace though, you will. Now, that being said, it doesn't always work for me. Grace is shown to be a very anxious person. Her dialogue is littered with nervous tics and spacing out and apologies, and for the most part, that is fine. But then we get scenes like this with her and a cop before entering the hotel.
Hey, that's a restricted area. You can't go in there.
Why?
It's an active crime scene.
Oh, right, sorry. Just a sec.
Oh, you're FBI?
Yeah.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's the 5th one now, right? I heard they all have the same weird bruises, so you think it's something infectious, or terrorism, or... Why else would the FBI be investigating, right? Hey, are you with me?
Oh, there might be answers inside.
Look, I get that she's very nervous and traumatized about revisiting this hotel after her mother's murder, but this whole interaction I think is just a tad bit too far, especially the why part. Like, girl, you know what you're here for, it's a crime scene. You're investigating it. Inside is predictably as creepy and dark as you would imagine it to be. And I'll say this, the game gives you an option for first and third person when playing, and I really do think it lends itself more so to first person. I love 7 for swapping to first person and really immersing yourself inside the horror. It ended up landing as one of my scariest Resident Evil games of all time for that alone. And here, well, it is shaping up to be a bit more of that, but with the added notion of Grace's reactions. As I say, Ethan's a goddamn idiot with absolutely zero charisma or charm, and I don't really remember him reacting to any of the scares or the environment, but Grace here will. She jumps when some dilapidated drywall falls from the ceiling. She finds herself panicking at the prospect of walking around this scary environment and has to give herself a moment to just breathe and calm herself. As I said, she feels like the most realistic portrayal of a civilian being caught up in a Resident Evil game. As we are making it through the abandoned nightmare, we come across what could possibly be the scariest thing a young woman could find in a situation like this. She finds a photo of herself, along with a key and a note saying to come and meet up in room 204. Now, before you all think the same thing that I did, the game covers its bases and has the door we came in from suddenly slam shut and locked, clearly the doing of the mystery meetup. And I love this, because we have already set Grace up well enough for us all to know that she would probably bolt at this very moment if given the opportunity to. I mean, we all would. Screw the assignment, screw the job, I'm getting out of there. We push on to the room, only to find it empty. The bed, however, has been covered with even more photos of Grace, making it clear that whoever is here has been stalking us for a very long time, even right back to the very day that our mother died. We flash back to that very night, where one mysterious phone call and a power outage was enough for Alyssa to clock that we were in danger and had to flee. Her suspicions were correct when a disfigured hooded man attacks. Alyssa puts him down, leading Grace to have a full-blown panic attack.
Oh my god. Mom, I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Grace. Grace, look at me. Grab my hands. Okay, look at me. Look at me. In and out. Breathe in and out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain this all to you one of these days. Grace. Please know that you are my hope. Never forget that.
What are you talking about?
Just... I love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
Mom, I'm scared.
No. We need to find a way out of here now.
But we don't have any of our stuff,
We
Mom.
can come back for it later, Grace.
I don't
Found you.
Back in present day, Grace remembers Alyssa storing something away during that escape. We return to the painting to miraculously find it still undamaged and find Alyssa's notebook and a disc still tucked behind it. We then get this scene.
Sorry, officer. What's wrong?
Something stung me.
Are you okay? What do I do?
I think this whole first encounter is the scariest first run-in we've ever had with an infected. We get stuck, we are disarmed, we are shot at, we are having to fight back with anything we can get our hands on, and even when we do manage to flee, he is right behind us for another quick scrap. It's nerve-wracking and horrific. The face the infected has when he goes in to bite you and instead chomps down on that fire poker, oh man, it's haunting. That almost Joker-like grin that he has, it's just terrifying. I absolutely love it. And it is followed up with us meeting the man behind all of this.
Hello?
It hasn't been easy. But after much effort, here we finally are.
Who are you?
I'm the one who planted that body. I'm the one that brought you here. I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft. Rest now, Grace. We have so much to do.
And you know what, folks? I would love to stop the video there. Prologue done, no complaints, looks like another solid Resident Evil game for me. But sadly, the prologue doesn't end here. As anyone who's kept up with the marketing knows, Grace isn't our only protagonist. We have the return of our beloved fan favourite, Leon. And this is where the game does start to worry me. I'll soon get into why. So, Leon has also been investigating the strange string of murders, with the added caveat of knowing that all those who have been murdered were also survivors from the Raccoon City incident. On the way to investigate the hotel, he notices our hooded man Victor just casually walking the streets with Grace's unconscious body. Before I could ask why the man would do such a stupid thing, he begins shooting darts into random concerned civilians, infecting them with nothing short of the rage virus, and using the chaos to escape. This is all of Leon's section in the prologue, so let's get into my concerns. My biggest one simply being balance. Resident Evil games have always lent more towards either action, horror-y, a la 4, or maybe just straight up horror with the likes of 7, and those tones are very hard to fundamentally mix. So, with Leon being so action-focused and badass, how much is that going to clash with Grace, who I assume will have more of the horror side of things? My next concern is focus. Just how much more are we going to focus on Leon? Because, hey, look, I love him. We all love him. Happy to have him here. But, that being said, if he does start to take centre stage, if he does start taking focus away from Grace, then I'm going to find that pretty unfair to her. We've already seen this shift with the marketing. It started with introducing us to Grace and setting her up as the new protagonist, showing us some insanely scary looking moments that I cannot wait to get to. Then they followed it up with the Leon reveal, and ever since then, they have only ever focused on Leon. More of him in the trailers, showing more of his moves, more of his combat. He became the marketing, and I just don't want that reflected in the game. I start to get a lot of 6 vibes from this, especially from the combat shown. I mean, look at this. This is so silly. And I do love it. Look, we all know this series can go too far in this direction though. And I hope this doesn't fall into that trap. 6 was so bad, it needed a whole new reboot in the form of 7 just to win fans back. And I just don't want to see that history have to repeat itself with this title. I hope to be wrong. I hope the game blends the two genres and the two characters really well, and I'm left with another fantastic Resident Evil game because I do love this franchise. But those are my concerns, and my thoughts, and my first impression on Requiem. Thank you for watching. I hope you've all been enjoying this game. I mean, concerns aside, I am really looking forward to playing more of this. I really do like Grace so far as a new main character. I'm super intrigued about her story, and look, I do love having Leon back also. If you want to check out more of my videos, I have a bunch of in-depth reviews and first impressions, like this recent one on Final Fantasy X-2. Until next time though, take care.